Okay, so the Yankees got a lot of big questions this offseason. We talked yesterday about needing to sign Juan Soto back, and now they have another question to answer. Will they sign back their ace, Gerrit Cole, or will they let him test free agency? So I want to break it down today. Let's look at all the facts. I've got his Baseball Savant page pulled up right here. We're going to go through it in a second. But let's just start off by talking about a couple of things. The first thing, I'm sure you heard it, Cole yesterday, he opted out of his contract. So he is now a free agent. But there's some things to keep in mind. We're going to cover that all right now. First thing is Cole, as we all know, he's been the cornerstone of the Yankees rotation. He signed a 9-year deal, $324 million, I think it was, back in 2020. But now he's opted out of the contract. So there's a little twist that you have to keep in mind. I got so many people emailing me yesterday and commenting about this and wanted my opinion. The Yankees have the power to void Cole's opt-out. So all they have to do is, they have to add a 10th year and an additional $36 million to the contract. And if they do this, then Cole would be the highest paid pitcher in total dollars, passing Yamamoto's $325 million contract that he signed with the Dodgers. So I do think that it's probably expected that the Yankees are going to do this, just given his importance both on the field and in the clubhouse. He's been with the team for a long time. He's been their ace pitcher. But there are some things to look at. First, he's going to be 34 next season. He did deal with elbow issues this year that kept him sidelined for a good amount of the year. He didn't pitch a ton this year. He did have a 3.41 ERA over the 17 starts. He did have a very, very good postseason, other than not covering first base in the World Series game. 2.17 ERA in the World Series. His velocity has dipped a little bit. So in 2022, his average velo was almost 98 miles an hour, which is crazy to think about. He was 97.8 miles per hour. This year, he was almost 96, 95.9, which obviously is still very, very fast. He did show the ability that he can still, when he wants to, he can hump it up to almost 100 miles an hour. He hit 99 in the World Series. So he's been hurt, but he's still a stud, right? He commands 5 pitches really well. He isn't striking out as much, guys, or getting as much swings and misses. His whiff rate's down. He used to be around 34% in 2022, and he was just under 25% this past year. So the question is, and put in the comment section below, what do the Yankees do? Do they let him test free agency? If they do, there are some guys out there that they can grab. They've got Corbin Burns that they could go after. There's Max Fried. There's Blake Snell. All of these guys are younger than Cole. Burns is 30 years old, I believe, which is 4 years younger than Cole. He's been really, really good, obviously, has a great track record. I think when I look at it, in my opinion, I don't think they let Cole walk. I do think that they're going to give him the 10th year. He's been too big a part of the Yankees' success over the last 5 years. He's made an all-star team 3 times. Now, he was the AL Cy Young Award winner in 2023. He's a key guy in the clubhouse. If you look at Fangraphs since 2020, he's the 6th most valuable pitcher in baseball. So yes, if they do add this 5th year of the contract for $36 million, they're committing to pay him $180 million over the next 5 years. That's from 34 through his 38-year-old season. So can he continue to do well? We've seen a little bit of a decline here. Again, we'll look at the numbers more in a second. But I just think he's still really, really good. In the postseason, he was still a stud. He was dominant in big games. So I think that they will do that 10th year. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's look real quick over here again. If you take a peek, here's all the information on him. Right, and you can see his percentile rankings were not great this year in a lot of areas. They were good. They were very good, right? But he's been one of the best pitchers in baseball for a while, and he wasn't that this year. He was hurt. And I'm going to scroll down real quick here so you can see, you can look at some of these stats right here. Again, red is good. Blue is not great. We're going to go down a little bit more. We'll look at his pitch arsenal. So this is what he throws. And then what I really want to look at, I want to go all the way down. There's so much information on these pages, but I think this is something interesting. You can see here, this is interesting right here. His arm angle is slowly creeping up. He was at 38 degrees in 2020, and it slowly kind of creeped up to 43 degrees now in 2024. But even more than that, I just want to go to the percentile rankings right here. So this gives you a really good idea if you look at how he's kind of progressed throughout his career. If we go down here to 2024, you're starting to see a little bit of a dip in most numbers. If you just look at, his fastball velo is down, his fastball spin is down, right? It used to be, look at these numbers, these percentile rankings used to be for fastball velo, he was always, high 90s. 79, still not bad, but you can see it starting to come down. Spin starting to come down. Curveball spin starting to come down. Extension is interesting. It's taken a big dip from these years right here. His chase rate is down. His whiff rate is down. His walks, he's walking more guys. He's striking out less guys. His hard hit percentage is worse. And again, I know he was injured this year, so that could be a huge part of it. But again, he's an older guy. You start to get worried about, especially elbow injury, getting around mid-30s. But I don't know. I just think that he's someone that you have to keep around. I know that if you get rid of him, you've got maybe more money to go get Soto, but you're going to have to replace him with someone that's also going to cost a lot of money. And he wants to be in New York. At least he's always said he wanted to be in New York. So I do think ultimately they do get this done, and he's back as a Yankee. But let me know in the comment section below what you think is going to happen. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you later.